Organization pin don't come bring am out on talk say it is good to write, it is good to read, it is good to act it as well, and they come talk say they must do something wey be say if they do this poetry they go come win prizes. And you see the prizes, they don't start it since 2016. They give people money on top of this reading thing, on top of this poetry matter, to encourage them in reading and writing. And that is the first prize. They 150,000 you go collect go house, and second prize you go collect 100,000, and the third person go collect 50,000 naira. Is that not a welcome idea? And so my wonderful people are waiting carry us come. They want to announce press briefing for we to understand that this thing go take place, and the registration don't already start, and it go end for 28th of February in 2018, and the main thing go happen for me. So ladies and gentlemen, make una relax. I don't come to talk too much. Make una see as the matter go take it to go. My wonderful people, not touch your die. I'm online international in the building. Myself, I dey write a poem. I'm a poetry. And to see me like this, I work for my papa poetry. Tie all the chicken, all the fowl, all the pig, all the goat, and me the poetry them. Una don't know me. I'm talented. Watch it. I dey here.
Distinguished poets, invited guests, gentlemen of the media, literary enthusiasts, ladies and gentlemen. On behalf of Poets in Nigeria Initiative, I want to specially wish you a happy new year, whilst welcoming you to Virgin Rose Resorts, a top-class hospitality body that partnered with PIN in hosting Nigeria's premier Poets Residency, entitled PIN Virgin Rose Poets Residency in 2016, and has been very supportive of our other activities. Within 2 years of existence, PIN is building on various successes, which includes the declaration of October as Month of Freedom and Creativity, celebrated nationwide at various PIN Connect centers in 2017. I thank you very much for your presence. What to make this thing come into existence be say, for many years we discover and say people they like poetry like that. They always feel say poetry is a difficult thing. It just be like mathematics. When people they do maths for school, they go say, maths, I don't like maths, I don't like maths. But if they teach you well, you go discover saying a very simple something. So poetry, now so it be for literature. Among all the aspects of literature, now poetry, now people they say it is difficult. And why it be like say it is difficult? We say people when even they write and they make it more difficult for people to understand them. They feel say now when they write and difficult, the more now make and they important. But they don't know say as you write something, you the right message when say people supposed to understand. So how you go want make this message reach people if you not simple make and simplified? So poets in Nigeria come to being because they feel say poetry not be mystery. Poetry now just like any other thing, when somebody go learn, he go enjoy, and he go pass message to society. That's why we bring them together. And we don't just want to do I'm saying only reading, or we want to do and say both reading, writing and performance. When some of people they call now saying a spoken word. So we don't do so many things, and we believe say the way we take the do now, it will make people enjoy poetry.
Nigerian Students Poetry Prize is an initiative of Poets in Nigeria designed to stimulate creativity, promote literary excellence, and broaden the concept of intellectualism among Nigerian undergraduates. Since inception in 2016 at the University of Ibadan, the prize has received over 1,000 entries from students drawn from over 100 tertiary institutions, cementing its place as the nation's foremost poetry platform for students.
Make them know what it takes, waiting be the needed things to register.
On top the site, then go enter their name, then go put their age for there, the name of the institution, and then go put their poems, which should not be more than 30 lines. So then go put their picture for there as well, and then go buy book. We don't for poems we don't do well for past 2 editions.
Okay.
So
2 books.
These 2 books now like guide for them, but they're supposed to get 1 minimum.
The prize is for me is impressive. I mean, for the category of writers, yes. So the question will be how about sponsorship? How are you getting the money to pay them? Is it just from the token they pay for the magazine, or you have a sponsors or sponsor waiting in line? Thank you.
2017, we actually got a sponsor for the cash prize, which was 200,000 naira. The organization who sponsored the prize was Antitalatu Reads, headed by Mrs. Teresa Ame. The 2018 edition, which is the current edition, is sponsored by Godfrey Okoye University, which is also the hosting university for the award ceremony, which will take place in May. So although we, in most situations, most of other programs, we rarely get sponsors for them, but the Nigerian Students Poetry Prize, as regards the cash prizes, we've had a sponsor on 2 different occasions as regards the cash prize.
My question, I have 2 questions. One, I want to know how you ensure what modalities you put in place to make sure that every student out there, every undergraduate out there gets to know about this. It's not just about literary students. I know some medical students that also write poems. It's not about what you are, it's about the passion you have for what you do. So,
to start with, the winners of the past poetry contest, the Nigerian Students Poetry Prize, are not art students. I can remember someone from Agric department, Noah Oladile, from University of Obafemi Awolowo University, meaning that in different schools in Nigeria we have foot soldiers, and thanks to social media, and that's why you see every one of us here keeps saying we met on the internet. I have the privilege of meeting Sairiyat Oribabo on the internet. Then I was not a published poet. Today I'm a published poet. So it means that the internet is a very powerful tool which we are utilizing, and we want to do more.
I want to tell other bodies, especially corporate bodies, let them come en masse and support this project. I know that corporate bodies like banks, they used to have activity that they give to philanthropy. Let them come and support this a project, so that our children will not be on the streets, so that our children will not be Agber and Alaye and whatever. Let them support education. People that see support will come. So every corporate organization, corporate bodies, individuals, even the way Oribabo is doing this thing from his pocket, let also individuals also support him the way we are doing in a little way from Virgin Rose. If every other company put in their effort, it will become a big name. Thank you.
And it's titled Program. Time heals. It tells all things. It is capable of telling the future. But the future is here, and time still drifts. Conflicting and relative truth, the grassroots of wars in every man. But here, religion and ethnicity, the fuel for our continuous wars. Hence, do all good, evil avoided is not a sermon for a boy whose grandfather eyes was casted out with just a bullet. That boy is now a grandfather today. And skepticism still lives in him, that some days his dilated eyeball will be casted out by the same bullet on change. His children must not witness this massacre. But what is the assurance that his children won't be the brains behind this massacre? Secession is a song common on the lips of men guided by religion and ethnicity. Religion doesn't exist without morality. Religion itself is morality. But does morality preach that the retina of a kinsman should be plucked out just because his own got 6 million and yours prostration? If there is nothing as right, nothing as wrong, then religion might just be nothing. Ethnicity is the refusal to paint the world in a universal color. For if the world was in a color, there would be nothing called beauty. Hence, my skin being black doesn't define darkness. Yours being white might be a symbol for danger. And you don't have to visit the 4 walls of an hospital before you know what hospitality is. It is in the act, not on the skin. Thank you.
I see say your pikin be part of pain, and you carry that support, you still follow and come. That means a supporter of education.
New York. Without education, human being is in darkness. So I pray we all grow together with the organization, and many things will follow this year because different programs is on the way, which I have predicted last year. I'm a lover of education. I love education more than money, because without education, crime will increase.
This kind thing wey pin dey do, the thing go like ginger students, make them go back to the old days of reading and writing, like our Oga Soyinka, Chino Achebe and the rest.
This is the 3rd edition for the Nigerian Poetry Prize, and the one we want do this year, it don't better pass the one we don't do before. Number one, the money we want give the winner, it don't increase. Number 2, the means wey we wan take dey collect the poems, which is our website, is don improve pass as e dey take be last year. And we are also going to Enugu, but this time around we are going to Godfrey Okoye University, different from Enugu, University of Nigeria, Enugu. And we are planning to make many students in different universities to know about it. Okay. So when they know about it, so that people can benefit, and we look ahead in the future wey be say the money wey we dey give students go big pass this one.
I'm an advocate. Each time I open this mouth, I call it a gate. Parents, listen to your children. We are the heroes of tomorrow. Try to support our decision and give us sound education. Let me play with dust with no remorse as I sing this nursery. Allow me this luxury, for there lies bountiful misery. I need more time to grow, for the world my stars to glow. Have you forgotten that when I grow up to stay up, when I get up I won't mess up? I'm not like those who's gone before. I'm not 1, not 2, 3, 4 of those sent out of infancy into life's fantasy. Train up a child in the way he should go, and when he's old, he won't depart from it. But if you save me not by grace, the cause tied to me will spit at thy face, and thy pool will be of disgrace. Allow me this education, turn not thy ears to this information, for there lies the power out of deformation. But I may undo ka.
I beg my wonderful people, I beg you now. If Wapo TV can come to support these wonderful people on pen. Poetic in Nigeria. Poetic na people wey be say na then they write a poem. Come out and support. Education is a power. Education is knowledgeable. If you don't have education, it is nonsense.